There is a economic crisis that is affecting the global economy and in turn is affecting also international migration. There is an increased effort by governments to send migrants back home, but also there is an increased unemployment ratio among the immigrant population. And that unemployment ratio is having an effect in the way in which people are sending money.
In 2009, we do expect also remittances to Latin America to decline for the first time with respect to the previous year.
We project that the decline of remittances to Latin America will amount to $64 billion. That's about $4.5 billion less than in 2008, and it represents 7% decline. In more specific terms, when we look at the impact of remittances on a country-by-country basis, particularly among those that are more heavily dependent, the impact is likely to be more significant. Haiti, Honduras, El Salvador, Nicaragua, in particular, those four countries will have at least 40 to 50,000 households not receiving remittances, and that amounts to 1% of the country's GDP. Each country.
Las oportunidades que hace que la gente se vaya de sus países van a seguir estando. El mundo de las remesas va a seguir existiendo y la cantidad de las remesas también. Y eso es lo que nosotros vimos, el primer punto que nosotros detectamos, es que nadie deja de alimentar a su familia, nadie deja de generar la educación o la salud o de cubrir las necesidades básicas que tienen. Quizás lo hagan con menos cantidad de dinero, pero lo siguen haciendo.
40% of the unemployed is able to remit, but the rest are struggling to do that. At the same time, those who are not unemployed are sending money, but they are sending less. 25% of immigrants who have a job say that they are going to remit 10% less of what they typically remitted.
Lo que sí ocurre es que esa cantidad de remesas se mueve. Han crecido muchísimo las remesas en corredores no tradicionales, como pueden ser dentro de la misma Europa. Los inmigrantes dejan a su familia en un sitio y van a buscar trabajo a otros, desde Canadá a Estados Unidos, o cosas más extrañas aún, que desde México mismo vengan las remesas aquí para ayudar temporalmente a la gente que se ha quedado sin trabajo.
The recommendations we provide are both at the macro political level, which is taking migration more seriously, and more specifically encouraging financial institutions to provide financial access, mandating financial literacy, both through the financial system and through the educational system. We need to take the reality of migration more seriously. For many years, governments, in particular, didn't pay much attention to international migration and much less to remittance flows until they begin to see a decline in those earnings and they begin to suffer from that. Precaution is always the most important policy advice, and unfortunately many countries didn't look into this reality until now.